Yep. All I can say is you will guarantee having to pick up that night. Not from Australia, anyway. Get that.
Actually, so fucking satisfied, mate.
You're
Honestly in the best place.
you obviously probably paid hard to sit next to you.
Well, I was married for 22 years. That ended about a year and a half ago, 2 years.
Yeah.
Natural was having and all the rest, but she was 21 when I got her pregnant and all the rest.
Yeah.
Exactly, but yeah, it's been a year with it and like, it's fucking amazing relationship.
Yeah.
There's all these different things about what you got used to with the first one. I'm like, yeah, like she's just a completely different woman. She doesn't like handle things the way that my ex-wife did.
Yeah.
Like, and so, like, speaking of high school, like with your first girlfriend again, like, killing wild, like,
Good.
all right, like, sex is fantastic. Wife with blonde, big boobs, blue eyes, blonde hair. I fucking just like honestly rather have this flex the world right now. But, yeah, I think it was a good year and a half ago. I thought the world was over and I'm never going to be happy again. But yeah, happy as fuck. But like,
That's good.
Every time I sit next to Arnie, I can feel every vibe in the place. I think it's going to hate my beer. I've known Arnie my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, like, and of course I'm going to sit down. There he goes. I'm pretty sure you're just making sure you never pick up on French from any of the other girls anyway. But honestly, yeah, I'm not fucking happy. I would be sniffing around anything else. But yeah, she does keep saying, like, I've seen any cute girls in the pool. I'm like, no, every one of them's really out there. Fucking like, I didn't even hit on you. Like, no, I don't. It's not a problem I normally have. Like, women hitting on me all the time. I'm not quite this reason.
Not lining up for it.
Yeah, we're not trying to do
Takes work.
at first, I think she wanted to come, and then I explained to her, like, I'll be at the pool, I will not be any assistance to you with what you want.
Yeah.
I'm here to party, I'm here, and like, you honestly get she goes, fuck.
Yeah.
She's having a girls' weekend with my daughter. Going out buying lingerie today. I'm like, I don't know. Like, oh yeah. The girl wants to go and get some lacy niggas and buy some shit like that. She's
coming to watch or something. She knows in the pool and just dusted everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
It's the great equaliser, mate. You
Yeah.
put us in water,
Yeah.
and you can actually hang it with the young guys. And it's a thinking man's game. It's a game of English. You
Yeah.
don't have to go through everybody. You just have to be smart about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how many times you take this wild Mike or Arnie or they still got it.
As long as I can only be in for a minute and a half, I can hold my position, you know. I can be effective. Yes, I won't be in the game or anything, but I can be effective and I can embarrass all of them occasionally. I don't beat them all the time. And they beat me more often than I beat them, but I get
battles and choose them right.
but I can definitely remind Josh every time I get the better of him.
Yeah.
Did
you see that, mate?
You tried that trick.
See how I went under it?
I reckon Thunder have ripped it out from you and made you look silly then, didn't I? But we won't talk about the 3 times you went through me like a dose of salt. We'll forget about those ones.
The glory days.
It sort of worked. Well, I'd turn up and they had 3 of the elite guys in there and I'd make a forth to the back line. So I'd sub 1 for 1 with this guy, and this guy all at the same time. So they all played, 75% of the game and I played 25% of it. And I played 25% in water time. I'd sub in for a minute and a half and they'd be in for 5 minutes. So whoever I subbed in for, I subbed out for. And then there's someone else that subbed out a bit later when I got to rest, and I subbed in for them. I think really good training for them.
You're not expected to jump in for 2 or 3 minutes, go 100%, burn yourself, get out, sub, and then the next guy there. Just keep doing that all game. Borderline unenjoyable.
Oh, no.
So hectic, I just ran like, pucks in, oh, I got a puck, oh shit, you lost the puck, and then you got it, oh, fuck, I lost it.
What will be good is when they come back
fuck.
to Perth, we go down and have the loose stretch game. And they've all just relax a little bit, all just chill out a little bit, and it's a fucking fantastic game.
They would have played Colombians one yesterday, and they're going to play Colombia.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the 21st CMAS Underwater Hockey World Championships. We have a great game ahead of us with Australia Women's Masters versus the New Zealand Women's Masters.
Let's go through the names for the teams, please. Luke and Ben.
We go through the Australia first. We have number 12, Alexandra, number 1, Andrea, number 7, Belinda, number 4, Bronwyn, number 8, Danielle, number 6, Fiona, number 11, Jane, and captain. Number 13, we have Kirstine, number 10, Lena, number 5, Marion, number 9, Megan, and number 2, Melissa.
For New Zealand, we have Julia, number 2, 3, Ginny, 4, Kate, 5, Lisa McCosh, 6, Bridget Cassidy, 7, Jane, another Jane Niven Wolf, 8, 9, I can't, oh man, I'm so bad at reading. Help me out here. Number 9.
Number 9, we have Inge Van Dalen Van Oors.
Keep going. Number 10.
Number 10, we have Angela. Number 11, Zoe Firth. Number 12, Kelsey Miller. And number 13, Rebecca Brosnan.
Let's just see, can you see who's sitting out this game, Luke?
I think Julia's sitting out. That's one of the Kiwi girls. I don't know on the Australian.
Yeah, so I noticed that Julie is sitting out. Hopefully that coaching decision doesn't come back to haunt New Zealanders. I've actually played a few games of Julia, and she plays with fire.
So wherever you are watching this program around the world, we've got 30 seconds left to this, naturally a grudge match. These ladies have probably been playing against each other in the elite women for many years, and they know each other. Now they're in the Masters category, but they're all elite athletes, so I expect a cracker.
All teams probably knowing each other's dirty little secrets and skills they play on the bottom of the pool. You know, like this will be a really cool game to see how it
pans out.
How it pans out for sure. Yeah.
And they're off. New Zealand hit centre court first. They move straight away into Australia's half. Australia with a smart switch to the far wall, trying to maintain possession. New Zealand firing in there.
Still somewhere in the middle of the court. Nothing's all. We're starting to get a bit of movement here from Australia, opening the game up. They've got good numbers down.
Fiona right amongst the action there, along with Julia.
Good swim here through the middle. New Zealand taking it to the wall, slowing down the momentum, but Aussie having numbers and a lot of numbers down.
Yes.
A lot of numbers down this first minute of the game.
Fiona Walsh really pressuring the New Zealanders this game. I'm loving his attitude. And always with granite attack, Bronwyn McKenzie.
So the first infringement by New Zealand. They've been pushed back. They're probably 7-8 metres out, 2 metres from the sideline. Possession to Australia.
Here we go. Aussie big flick out to this left side of the goal bin. They got some numbers. New Zealand. Oh wow.
Are they clear? Great clear.
Mel Payton screaming through an attack.
Aussie there had a lot of numbers down on that edge of the goal bin. If the puck managed to get around there, it was a definite go, I think.
Well, it was Australia that's been pinged for using their hand to punch that puck into the goal. So no goal. Good clearance by New Zealand and New Zealand possession.
There aren't as many bubbles in the water today that suggest that Lena didn't have much champagne last night.
Oh, big push off of an Aussie player. New Zealand here. No, Aussie taking possession. No, New Zealand still. Up as well. Jane swimming hard.
Didn't even see the Australian defender come from the sub bench, number 10.
Beautiful play there by Jane, really shooting down the line. But Lena with a solid defence.
Some numbers here from Aussie.
Pass on to Andrea. Andrea has had an amazing tournament so far. She really needs to keep the fire on today if they want to progress through to the finals.
Andrea being an expat from South Africa, a great addition to our Masters team.
But to my understanding, she was born and bred in Wollongong, Australia. Moved to South Australia at a young age. It's all allegations, but I'm of the belief that it's fact.
So New Zealand's got possession? No, Australia's got possession. And they're trying to open this game up and stretch the New Zealand defence. But New Zealand's really got the puck back. They've really stolen the puck well from Australia at this early stage.
Yeah, New Zealand have some really quick girls in the team, and some good drives this first half.
Yeah.
Another call against New Zealand at the minute, so Australian possession. 6-7 metres out from the defensive wall.
Yep. Some good body positioning earlier by the New Zealand defence, particularly Bridge Cassidy.
Great pass.
Really making a presence felt. Mel Payton with the puck. Kate really working hard to steal it off. Play on Belinda Keeley with it. The cavalry come in for Australia. They're working hard on the wall here.
But New Zealand are near their sub-bench. They've just got some fresh girls in, but we're still building pressure, Australia.
Australia now to the 6. Australia to the 3. New Zealand pushing in defence. Oh, great save there by Angela. Really putting her heart on the line for the nation there. But Australia, the pressure. They're not taking their foot off the accelerator. Fiona Walsh there, really shooting in hard.
Australia's building good pressure here. But as you see, New Zealand are refreshing and got some energy in. Some fresh legs. Let's see what the call is.
Australia really pushing for the goal, but the resilience of Van Dalen Van Oors said, no way, Jose, you're not getting through me.
Possession to New Zealand. No, to Australia. 5 and
Peyton
2.
with the puck. Peyton shoots towards the goal. Good defence again there by New
Oh,
Zealand.
good change of direction, but it's been picked off.
Mackenzie.
Great support there by the New Zealand defender.
Walsh with the puck. Walsh going towards the goal. Beautiful defence there again from New Zealand.
And up to the forward here.
Might have been a gloving there by New Zealand. So Australia's got possession. 5 out, pretty well directly in front of the goal. So let's see what Australia can do with this set play.
Yeah, New Zealand here getting some fresh subs in right in front of the goal bin. Looking to get down early, make sure they defend this shot.
Pressure's on. Australia coming screaming via Danielle Hunt.
Oh, this looks good for Australia.
Really pushing.
Yeah, a big melee in the middle here, right in front of the goal bin. But New Zealand taking it towards the corner.
Beautiful defence.
Great clear by New Zealand.
It was a strong play there by Aussie and great position in front of the goal bin. But luckily cleared and well cleared by New Zealand.
Gilligan's on the court now for Australia.
Oh, this is looking good.
And with that, you have a synonymous goal. Beautiful stuff there from Australia. Some valiant defence, but the pressure was just too much there.
Australia recycled possession really well. They brought it out to about 6 metre mark, and a few of the New Zealand ladies decided to either go to the surface or sub. And then there was a shorting of numbers, and Marion Cresser was there to finish off. Fantastic Australia.
Beautiful play there by Marion.
Awesome. Here we go. Australia just to strike first, maybe. Big flick. And in the centre of the pool. Players everywhere.
Andrea with the puck. Andrea to the near wall. Oh, beautiful defence there by New Zealand.
Aussie here finding a good pass in the middle of the pool. Moving across to the far wall. New Zealand putting pressure on them. Not letting them get any ground, but Aussie here flicks this past the centre, Zoe Firth. Here we go. Great swim.
Nice
to the
clearing pass there by Zoe to clear it.
Great work there by Jenny.
They've got it near their sub bench, so as you see, New Zealand's having another run at the girls, the Australian girls.
Jenny and Kate really starting to build a combination for New Zealand on this wall side.
Some fresh subs in from New Zealand, hopefully hoping to get a drive here for New Zealand, but Aussie doing well with possession and stopping that super sub opportunity.
Always got to be concerned about that, having a good 3 or 4 players get injected into the game, and as you see, they're
New Zealand on the counter-attack. Kelsey with the puck. Kelsey screaming down the wall. She passes back to Bridge.
Re-energising the team just with great numbers coming in, as you see, has put a bit of pressure on Australia, but Australia are now near their sub-bench, so they're probably injecting some new blood.
Here we go. Oh,
Fiona Walsh back in possession. Belinda in support, screaming down the wall. New Zealand coming back in defence. And some great defence there again by New Zealand. But Belinda steals the puck. Passes back to Lena. Lena in possession. Gives it to Danielle. Oh, beautiful counter-attack work there by Jenny. Back to Keeley.
Both teams are working really hard between their sub-benches, and that's why the intensity is so high, because the new girls come in and then have another run at the opposition. So here we are. New Zealand want to open it up here. They've said, I've had enough on this sub-bench side.
New Zealand fired up. A great pass there through the guts.
My heart's racing, but Aussie here doing very well. Oh no!
New Zealand had the pressure on.
Pick the pocket there on the Australian girl.
They come in. Angela screaming towards the goal.
She's got friends.
They're at the 1.
Oh.
The puck's in the tray. Is that a goal for New Zealand?
That was an amazing little drive there. Two forwards there picking the pockets on the Australian backs and just finishing the goal. No goal.
Oh, wow. Now, from the eyes of the commentary, we thought that was a certain goal. I couldn't see any kind of foul, but refs had seen something we didn't. I was expecting those guns to be blazing.
Oh.
It actually looks like they've given the puck to New Zealand.
No, I don't think so. I think that New Zealand called timeout here, so they're having a little chat.
As they
What
should.
we'll be talking about, Benny?
Oh, well, obviously they'll be a little bit disappointed on that call from the refs, but they'll be regathering, and making sure that Aussie can get a good drive from their goal bin here. Hopefully trying to shut down, probably some, put some pressure on that advantage puck and maybe look for a mistake and then try to capitalise on that, I guess.
And Arnie, what would the coach of Australia be talking to her troops about?
Just settling. I think they had a good amount of possession to start with, and they've called a timeout so they can organise their defence now, depending on which way this puck goes. And yeah, they probably want to open it up Australia, but looks like it's an even puck, maybe even.
It's even quite strategic. They actually know it's a timeout by New Zealand.
Australia
Generally speaking, timeouts change momentum. Here we go. Australia with the puck. Flick wide to Andrea. Andrea working the wall. Some good defence there by Jane.
Yeah, New Zealand here has numbers. So does Aussie. Trying to find that space behind the Aussie line.
Bronwyn in there. Working hard. Looks to flick towards the centre.
I think there was a bit of gloving in there or screening, illegal screening. So New Zealand have got the puck back. Australia's pretty well on the 7-8 metre mark in the defensive half.
You can't give these chances to New Zealand too often because rule of thumb is New Zealand score of anything, of any advantage. And here they go shooting now.
Big flick into the body. We'll see what happens with the call.
Walsh copped this big shot there. And yep.
2 minutes, yeah. So the puck, obviously, the defending player being there first, she has to be careful. If you flick it straight into the body, it's a 2 minute.
Well, it was close enough to the head. I think, people use their bodies to stop the puck, but if it's anywhere near the head, it's a dangerous flick.
Well, no, it's anywhere in the body, actually. It's considered a dangerous flick in the ruling. Yeah.
Well, hopefully this isn't too consequential for New Zealand. We're down to 6-on-5. Australia moving into their attacking half of the court.
Here we go.
Gilligan with the puck.
Trying to counter-attack by Aussie.
McKenzie.
Oh, danger zone. Puck put in the middle. No one was home, but Aussie managed to regain.
And Lena to Gilligan. To Walsh. New Zealand steal the puck again via Jenny.
Some really strong body position here by the Aussie defence on this close wall.
But good teamwork by Kiwis.
By
Yeah.
both
To keep,
teams. Everyone's down. They're really nullifying
fantastic.
each other at the moment.
But we got a bit of a run here.
Big
Australia
zone.
away. Is it Gilligan? But no, they've called a foul against Australia. 1 minute left in the sin bin for Bridge.
So yeah, New Zealand here playing with five women. 3 minutes left in the half. Obviously, both Kiwi girls will be trying to get a go up before the end of this half, if possible.
We've got a player out. I thought I saw that. We've got an Australian out for a minute.
I missed the call.
Well, there you have it. Is that Andrea?
Number 1, Andrea. Yeah.
Andrew's in the bin. New Zealand with the puck. Really pushing hard
Good
there.
drive here.
Peyton working hard in defence, supported by Keeley. New Zealand now shooting towards the 3.
Has some
They're at the
numbers.
1. Jane in there screaming for New Zealand.
Bit of an arm wrestle here. The call been made.
What's this call?
Gloving against New Zealand. Well, wow, Australia get off the hook there. The pressure was impeding
but
on
New
them.
Zealand's got their 6th player back in, so it's still a power play situation. New Zealand's got 6.
15 more seconds for Andrea. And they're back off. Peyton with the puck. Flicks towards the wall. New Zealand all over that attack there. Back to Danielle.
Here we go. Aussie doing really well on this close wall.
Danielle to Walsh. Walsh pushing along the wall. Making some good meterage here.
Good power
Gilligan on
play
the
by
inside.
Australia.
Gilligan with the puck. Gilligan continues to run. Oh, some beautiful, beautiful defence there by New Zealand.
But a good build-up by Australia.
Oh, drive
Great
happens.
stuff by Australia.
Maybe a super sub opportunity.
Jane Nevin Wolf with the puck. A big break there by Jane.
Oh, she's still going.
She's screaming.
She's got numbers.
She's got the cavalry in support. Kelsey's right on her inside.
Australia's conceded a goal with only a minute left and a half.
Exactly how New Zealand would want to finish this half.
Have they awarded it? Unfortunately, we don't have a we don't have the top. And they've awarded it. New Zealand back in the game just before half time.
1-0.
What a great result for hockey. This game's going to go to the wire.
Wow, doesn't this just set up the second half well?
There's not going to be much time here after the restart.
And they're off. Are Australia going to counter-strike?
20 seconds here to score a goal from both teams.
Australia with the puck, led by Keeley. New Zealand repossessed by the looks of it.
We've got a match on our hands, viewers.
Oh, without a doubt. Back to Keeley. Keeley working towards the ball to Andrea. 4 seconds left on the clock. Peyton with the puck. And that's half time. Wow, what a half of underwater hockey there.
There's nothing in this, guys. There's nothing in this.
A great game so far. What was the previous result in the pool play? Does anyone know the result of the pool play?
No, not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think Australia ended up second behind France, is it?
Oh, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Obviously, such a close match. And I guess fitness will be one of the main things that kind of, in the second half, they'll build. If the New Zealand girls are fit enough and keep the pressure on, then they can win, and so can the Australians,
Definitely. And the coaches are now having a good chat to both charges. I think it's been a really even match. Australia maybe had a little bit more possession in the Kiwi half, which is positive for the girls. And the Kiwis, considering they only really went down the Australian end twice, managed to score and have one disallowed. So you look at it, it looks really, really even.
Yeah.
And some great effort there by New Zealand to overcome the adversity of being a goal down. Obviously, there's many comments on the physical tolls a game of hockey has on you, but there's often no reference to the mental tolls. And in a game like this, in a major semi, to be a goal down would be affecting you. So congratulations, New Zealand.
I might like having a go at the New Zealand coach. He hasn't even got wet, so he's coaching them from the sideline. I think that's a bit soft.
Yeah, well, that's Matt Hart, actually. He just arrived a couple of days ago. He's told he owns a company, I believe, or is high up in a company, and he told the company that, sorry
he's got
guys,
to be here.
Meetings are over, I'm going to New Zealand. I'm going to Aussie, sorry, and he's left and he's coming to help out
fantastic
the Masters
news.
men and Masters women. So there he is.
And that's great support
stuff
from him and commitment to help the New Zealand cause. Well done.
His wife said, do it, and he bought the tickets. So yeah, thanks Matt for coming over, and thanks to his wife. Yeah, thank you for.
Yeah, it's always good to have the permission from the boss.
Yeah, famous saying, happy wife, happy life.
I'm sure we're going to.
I think these girls are lucky to have him there. So, I'm taking the piss, but
yeah,
it's great that he's there, and hopefully his message has got across to the Kiwi girls.
He's a very good coach. He coached me in Hobart, and really smart player, and
And could well and truly be the difference between New Zealand getting an arbitrary place in this competition and getting the gold medal.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Coaching is very important. As a player, you do the best you can, but with a coach, you just have so much more little things to work on, and you improve so much faster, like any sport.
We've got 10 seconds left till the second half. Everyone tuning in to Australia 1, New Zealand 1. With an absolute cliffhanger of a game here, the 21st CMAS Underwater Hockey World Championships, and they're off.
Okay, cool. Strikes quite even here. Goes to the far wall. Support from both teams. Numbers down. 4 down from each team.
New Zealand pushing forward here.
Position here. Good little switch in there. Still a lot of numbers here from New Zealand. Looking for a wide here. Aussie coming away with it though. Having numbers.
Bridge Cassidy having a great game so far for New Zealand. A true captain's knock and testament to her abilities and skill.
Lots of pressure here on the Aussie last quarter. There's numbers. Forward. Oh no, Aussie getting away
Bronwyn
with
steals the puck. She's got Walsh on her inside. Peyton with the puck now, firing down the wall.
Nice block there by
Van Dalen working hard at defence, supported by Bronson. Brosnan, I apologise.
Big flick forward.
Great intercept there by New Zealand. Play flies down the wall. Van Dalen having a great game today for New Zealand. Left half really putting on the pressure.
Looking for that centre player in New Zealand. And here we go, a little tackle. Looking for the wide.
Good
Also,
support
Aussie
there
numbers
by
down.
Angela. Australia intercept. Australia moving to the far side of the court.
Oh, there's danger here. Aussie numbers. Lots of Aussie numbers. There's a
Here we
chase
go.
down.
Australia screaming towards the goal. Andrea right in there amongst it. Screaming for the puck. Defensively, New Zealand pushing towards the corner, but no, Australia have regained possession. There's Andrea.
Hopefully swimming all the way to the sub bench, but no, tackled again.
Refs aboard a foul against New Zealand for chopping.
Yeah, sticking finger in there. Some desperate defense from the New Zealanders, but really well done. Some great numbers from Aussie in front of the goal bin, and New Zealand's counteracting that and having their numbers down as well. Well done. Really
Here we
good
go. Big play here. Big moment for Australia and New Zealand.
Oh.
And the puck's in the tray. Have the refs awarded it? There it is. It's a goal. Australia up 2-1 against New Zealand. Wow.
Looks like a little flick there, perfectly placed just behind the centre's right leg, and then it's the following through numbers following through there, finishing the goal for Aussie. Well done.
Andrea, what a pressure goal. She's really bringing it home for her nation. New Zealand. There'll be a sense of pressure now from their side of the court. How will they respond? And they're off. 12 minutes left. Australia 2, New Zealand 1.
New Zealand here chasing down the score of 2-1.
New Zealand in possession.
Big drive.
Kelsey with the puck. Kelsey working well to Rebecca. Stolen by Peyton. Peyton back to Walsh. Great defence there by Van Dalen again, having the game of her life.
Some really quick counter-attacks here. One way to the other. Big turn in the middle. No, Aussie here, tackling. Doesn't have any numbers,
Hunt with
though.
the puck.
Oh,
Hunt
no,
flicks
fires
forward. Hunter Marion. Marion firing towards the goal.
Very well defended there.
Defended amazingly again there by New Zealand.
New Zealand just resetting on the wall, finding some numbers for this next drive.
They intercepted the pass to Megan, but Gilligan regathers. Gilligan flicks towards the centre. Gilligan to Walsh.
Going to the middle. Oh, danger zone. And
They made a break.
swim, turns, looking for a defense. There's 3 New Zealanders down.
Beautiful play by New Zealand.
Oh, big flick. And again.
Australia flicking in desperation
in
for
the
the
middle.
wall. They
There's
haven't taken the
numbers.
pressure off.
There's numbers. Swimming forward.
New Zealand at the one.
Oh, pucks come past.
Wow, amazing defence there by Australia.
So here we go. On the far wall. Aussie resetting it there, and New Zealand's drive slowing down.
Some champagne hockey there by Marion.
Here we go. Great little punch out of the corner. There's
There you
numbers.
go, New Zealand.
The wide. Oh, back to the Aussie.
Kelsey was screaming for the goal then, but the puck just didn't come to her.
A little stick infringement in the corner there.
Oh, Australia off the hook.
Yeah, 2 subs here for Australia. This will be important. You know, getting some fresh legs and trying to find the hole in the New Zealand's defense.
That was a real opportunity for New Zealand there. 9.5 minutes to go. Australia 2, New Zealand 1. Australia moving forward via Megan.
Here we go.
Andrea in possession.
Here we go on the far wall.
Andrea to Jane Gilligan. Chopping against New Zealand.
Yeah, second foul there for chopping in the last minute.
A ref looking at players saying this is underwater hockey, not an arborist clinic.
Good reference, good reference. Here we go.
Andrea with the puck.
Good little swim. Pushes forward. New Zealand lady. Good tackle here by the Aussie defence.
Beautiful play there by Hunt. Hunt looking forward to Andrea. Andrea steamrolling down the wall. Flicks to her inside. Just couldn't capitalise then. Great support play by Keeley.
Barging call into New Zealand here. These calls are hurting New Zealand. The puck's been slowly going further down to their half. New Zealand needing to get some drives here, and some fresh subs might help that.
And they're off. Yeah. So everyone's aware, Australia 2, New Zealand 1.
Cool. Here we go. Gloving foul.
Against Australia.
Australia.
They've let New Zealand off the hook. We've got 8 minutes left. New Zealand have called a timeout.
Have we talking New Zealand? Obviously, 7 minutes to capitalise, score one goal, and then try score another one. Aussie looking really good in New Zealand's half here, so they'll be talking, working on a little strategy. Probably going to go for a wide play, you think? Maybe go towards the sub bench.
Yep.
What do you reckon? Where would you go if you were in this position, Luke?
Well, as if I was in the Australian coach, I'd be telling your players, like, don't get complacent. A 1 goal advantage isn't much of an advantage, and at any given moment New Zealand can strike. I'll be telling them to keep the pressure on. If I was New Zealand, I'd be looking to open up the game. It seems that Australia have been performing very well along the wall, and every time the game opens up, New Zealand seem to be making breaks. I'll be working on my attacking switches from both forwards and backs.
Might have to risk it, Risk it a little bit.
Well, that's
risky
it.
Moves to get some,
Famous saying, like, you can't get a reward without risk.
Yeah. No risk, no reward.
Here we go. New Zealand back off via Bridget.
Playing it safe onto that far wall. Aussie got some numbers down, but looks like trying and pick the pocket there by the Kiwi forward.
They switched across the Aussies. Flicking back to Payton. Payton with the puck. Payton back to Walsh. To Gilligan. To Walsh. Some beautiful defence there. Angelo really working hard there for the Black Caps.
Got some numbers down from Aussie. It looks dangerous, but a call's been made.
It's against Australia for chopping.
No trees to chop here.
No trees, says the referee.
Here we
Unless theoretically you had some form of water tree like a mangrove. You want to chop that out.
Yeah, willows grow in the water. Okay, here we go.
Intercept.
Nice work.
Jane putting on the pressure to Andrea. Andrea screaming towards the goal with support from Jane.
Good drive.
They're pushing forwards. That Walsh with the puck. To the 3, to the 1.
Oh,
Wow. Beautiful defence there by New Zealand.
Let's see.
They're going to get a penalty
goal
here.
They've awarded the goal.
Number 5.
Wow.
That flick just not making it in the first attempt, and with a bit of a helping hand at the end, finishing into the goal, I think.
Well, goals are fairly objective in how they're awarded, and there was definitely some objectivity behind that goal scored. And here we are, Australia 3, New Zealand 1. I have a feeling that won't be the last we hear about that goal. Play resumes. Australia with the pressure. New Zealand with a new form sense of urgency. They've got to score 2 now.
5 minutes, 30 to go. New Zealand driving hard here. Good little swim. Forward there trying to pick the pocket. Aussie goes to the far wall. A call's been made. Against Australia, another chopping foul.
And here's a real opportunity for New Zealand to get a goal back. The pressure's on for Australia. They can't afford any complacency right now. New Zealand push in now.
Lots of numbers down from New Zealand. Aussie charging out hard and fast.
Switching across.
Oh, breakout.
And Walsh has broken play. Walsh is screaming towards the halfway point.
Good line there from... Oh, here we go. New Zealand trying to turn around.
Supported by Lena. Walsh again.
Pick the pocket,
Screaming towards the goal. What a play. What a breath hold. She's flicked on there to Keeley. And beautiful defence there by New Zealand. They needed to get a goal away there.
She's going,
and now a big break.
She's going all the way.
What a run.
She has player behind her. Oh, here she goes.
Beautiful
Aussie player
support
comes down,
there.
Turns back. Another player. And, number 6. Who is?
Bridget.
Nice little push pull
but
there.
Lena again. Lena always in the right place at the right time.
Great drive. Little puck didn't stop there by part of the body. Let's see what the refs say.
To Andrea. What a play by Andrea. Andrea now screaming along the wall. Andrea's going. What possession there. She flicks to her inside, but unfortunately didn't have any support.
Big flick forward. New Zealand turning, looking for a play behind her, but no, the Aussies get it again. Take it towards
Gilligan
the
with the puck.
Here we go. Flick wide.
Gilligan and Peyton really working well there on the backside.
Great turns here from both teams. Little kick there. And here she goes back to this wall. Good knockdown. But Aussie's numbers are down. Yeah. Zoe in the middle here. Looking for a forward. Forward. No. Back to the Aussie player.
Walsh all over this puck. Inside to Gilligan. Peyton hanging there in support.
Oh, nice flick.
Big flick there.
Might have brushed the masks there, but I don't know. Hard to tell.
Questionable flick in the heat of play, that's for sure.
Here we go. Bit of a drive on this wall. A call's been made against... Oh, a send-out for Leo use the free arm against a Aussie player.
There's an Aussie gone.
For 1 minute by the looks of it.
Wow.
Must have been enough influence on the game to send her out.
We're down to the last 3 minutes. If New Zealand want to come back, they need to score now. Bronwyn McKenzie on the bin. For a minute. They've got New Zealand really have a minute to capitalise now. They must take this opportunity. The heart of the Silver Ferns really on display right now. It's these moments here which really rewrite the pages of history.
Let's see what the girls can do from New Zealand. Having an advantage puck and a power play here. 6 on 5.
Some real edge of your seat hockey right now.
Ice in the mind, fire in the belly, girls. Let's see what you can do.
Play's about to resume.
Can I have...
New Zealand coming in guns blazing.
They push to the middle of the pool here.
Bridget leading play for New Zealand. Some great defence there. Good stuff there, Megan. Back to Rebecca. Rebecca flicks to her inside. Little switch of play, but Australia diffuse it again, thanks to Gilligan.
Need to find some space in this game here. Lots of Aussie players down wide, and if they get wider than the Aussies, they'll capitalise. But no, big swim here, back towards the sub bench.
Beautiful play there by Hunt.
2 minutes left, yeah. Coming down.
Gilligan, push it along the wall. We're inside the final 2 minutes. Australia 3, New Zealand 1. And is that a sin bin? Looks to be like we've got a timeout. There's a gloving. There's it with a 1 minute sin bin. An Australian's been sent to the bin. Effectively, the rest of this game is going to be 5-on-6.
Oh, this
New
is
Zealand need to score now. They've got to push. Cassidy with a real captain's knock. Leading the play. She's firing, but beautiful defence there by Danielle Hunt. New Zealand screaming by Angela. Angela's working towards the goal. Big flick by Australia there. And it's a
call against New Zealand here. Second fridge right now. Another chopping foul.
foul for chopping. No. That might have let Australia off the hook. Here we have a minute left.
New Zealand here just playing the last minute here. Probably you're gonna put all in, they're gonna put all the last oh I can't even talk right now. They're gonna put everything into it.
Oh, I've got goosebumps right now. This is a real tight contest here between Australia and New Zealand. 54 seconds left. New Zealand piling on the pressure, working as hard as they can. Van Dalen having the game of her life, really pushing forward towards Australia's goal tray. Australia direct it to the corner.
Australia here just making sure they use up as much time as possible.
Belinda Keeley holding it well. And there's another sin binning. Another Australian's been sent off.
So that's they classify it as a time wasting rule. So the second player needs to pull it out of the corner, whether or not it was flicked in by an Aussie player or not. So if an Aussie player flicked in the corner, they consider that the first player putting it in the corner. So if you're the second player in there, you have to get it out.
Keeley's off. New Zealand, 33 seconds left on the clock. We're not outside the realm of possibilities of a comeback, and there's a goal for New Zealand. But they've got to get back to the goal. They've got no goal.
A legal stop call against New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
This would be devastating.
Oh,
for the girls.
no. Just as we thought New Zealand were on the verge of a comeback, the refs awarded a foul against them.
So 30 seconds left in this game, and whoever wins this one's going to be playing France for the gold medal.
Yes.
Australia 17 seconds away from the gold medal match against France. New Zealand, like the Silver Ferns they are, fighting to the death. Van Dalen really working hard from start to finish. 3, 2, 1. And that's full time. Australia have defeated New Zealand to move on to the Masters final. 3-1. What a game of underwater hockey.
Yeah, well played. And a few really good drives in that first half of New Zealand, not capitalised sadly. A few second infringements, but what a game. They play really well, and thanks for everyone watching at home.
Thank you so much, everyone who's tuned in from around the world to watch that. I send my commiserations to the New Zealand Masters Women's. You've had an amazing competition. And I congratulate the Australian Masters on to the grand final and one step closer to being the world champions. Thank you all so much, and see you next time.
So we have Australia versus France for the Masters Women Gold tomorrow, and we have USA versus New Zealand for third.
I made you fucking new bats not that long ago, and I haven't seen this since, so you can't have worn them out. How come we haven't seen you? What's going on?
techno cafe.